guys, it's Jamie, your crafty DIY guy, and I am back. This time I've got my spooky Halloween topiary coming right at you. Ooh, that's supposed to be my sound effects. So anyway, as I mentioned, this project was a oops project. I had originally wanted to do this very like yuppie farmhouse chic kind of a topiary that I saw that had painted white pumpkins and burlap and like hues of gray and light blue, and you know, it started off with good intentions. That's kind of how it was going to be. And I didn't have any light blue, but I had black and I had white, so I was like, I'm just gonna go ahead and make some black and white, you know, and gray, and do it that way instead. And then I thought, oh, I have this galvanized paint, and I'll just do this paint and on this bucket, and it just kind of turned out to be a big gray glob. And I was like, okay, I've got to fix this. I got to salvage this somehow. So what I did was I came up with this idea, and so we're gonna do a spooky topiary. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you kind of the materials that I used. Now, keep in mind, these are painted. And I'll kind of walk you through them so you know what I have here. So this is the bucket that I painted. Now I painted it this kind of gray color. It's supposed to be like a galvanized metal color. And you'll know these buckets because they have these guys on them. They have an owl, they have a, I think a scarecrow, and they have a couple different things. So this is kind of what this started off with. Now, like any other project I do, I always have my junk basket, and any of my scraps go in my junk basket, and that way, you know, I can always reuse some of this stuff that is in here. So I never ever, even like frames from a mirror, you know, this little compass, I never ever throw away anything that I think I can reuse. So get that out of the way for now. And then I grabbed 3 of those carvable pumpkins. Now this is the black. Well, this is black now because I painted it, but it was orange. And then gray, and then white. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take some of that Dollar Tree greenery. It's like all black and purple sparkles and black sparkles, and kind of create my Halloween topiary with it. So let's get started on that. As I mentioned, you are going to need 3 of those carvable pumpkins. These are already painted. I did them in gray, white, and black. You're going to need one of those metal buckets that I also already painted, and I took the owl off the front of that. It did leave these 2 little holes, but I'm not really worried about that. Go ahead and get some of the Halloween greenery. You can see the sparkles in the light pretty good here. So I grabbed some black roses, I grabbed some purple and some black glitter kind of picks, and I grabbed this purple flower with these spiders and eyeballs. The eyeballs still creep me out. And some of these glitter spiders as well to kind of coordinate with everything. And to really brighten this up, because everything was so gray and so drab, I wanted something to brighten up. I did grab some Dollar Tree ribbon as well, some Halloween ribbon. This was kind of my choices. This black, this one here with the pumpkin in it, it does have a little bit of glitter in there. And then this orange one also, there's no glitter in this one, but to be honest, I'm just not sure if I'm using these yet or not. So we're gonna see how this goes. Now, the next thing you're going to need is a pair of tweezers, and I'm gonna go ahead and separate these pieces and kind of get these just kind of separated from the branches. And then I'm just gonna start playing around. I've got my glue gun warming up already over here, and you know me and flowers, I'm not super good at it doing it live, so I'm gonna go off camera, play around with a couple different looks, and then try to come back and show you each layer that I'm building. I did add some creepy cloth to this because I thought it would be a good, just a good kind of texture to put on here, because it kind of looks like a spider web and it's just kind of creepy. And I just went ahead and bought, I had some creepy cloth from a previous project that I was gonna do, And I just cut a square of it. And I'm just kind of loosely going to throw it on here. And then I'm not going to glue this down just yet. I'm just going to pop this on there. Because what I'm doing is literally playing. So this is a method that works for me. I'm not super good with florals and with decors and stuff, and you know, I have to play around with it. So what I do is I separate all of my pieces, and I literally just see, I'm not even going to throw this away, even though this is just a stem. I'm putting it in my little grab box because you never know what you might need that for. But I go ahead and I just separate all these little pieces, right? And I keep kind of the flowers long, and I keep the leaves on them. But obviously, you know, you can pull those. But like these little twigs, any of this kind of stuff. And like, see this right here, like this is a perfect example, right? I'll pull that off. I'll pull those little twiggy guys off. And then for this spider guy, kind of crop him down just a little bit to where he's still got a little bit of a stick on him, because these are foam and you can just pop these in there. And what I'm going to do is I'm literally going to start playing. Now I did already poke a hole there, and you know, I'm just kind of playing around and just kind of seeing, you know, what I can do and what I can and can't do. And like this doesn't bother me so much because I can glue that once I kind of figure out, like, do I like this placement? Do I like this? Like, I think this stem is probably a little long, so I'm just gonna chop him up a little bit. And I'm gonna put that under the pumpkin for now, just because, again, I don't really know if I'm gonna keep it there or not. I am gonna go ahead and just put some glue on that guy because there's already a hole there, so I might as well use it. And if it means, you know, moving this guy a little bit closer. And the idea is just to kind of get this to where it's just kind of creepy and you know, it looks like it's just growing. And I was thinking I could take these spiders and stick it in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and play around with this level. And then when I have it done, I will show you what it looks like. Okay, this is what this looks like as of right now. Pretty happy with it. I'm definitely going to fill it in more, but I have to be honest, I'm a little scared that I don't have enough materials. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and start on the second level and then come back to this and fill it in. But I'm pretty happy with the way everything looks. And even the creepy cloth is just kind of adding a nice texture to it. So we'll be right back with you. To help stabilize this, there is a little bit of a kind of a toothpick that's right here. And that was from the stem that was on these pumpkins before. I am going to go ahead though and just reinforce this with another one of my bamboo skewers, just to kind of make sure that this next pumpkin stays on there pretty good, okay? After I stick that skewer in the middle, you do want to go ahead and kind of decorate the top of this, and then put your pumpkin on top. All right, check it out. My creepy topiary is complete. I really, really like the way it turned out. I just kind of played around with it, honestly, and just kept kind of gluing flowers. And the beauty of it being styrofoam is that you can pull it apart and reglue it and restick it and reglue it and restick it. And I did plenty of that, and then covered up the holes with the greenery that I had. As always, thank you so much for tuning in. And if you liked this video, give me a thumbs up. And also remember to hit that subscribe button. Thanks again.